Hey everyone, just wanted to let everyone know a little bit about my audio world and how I got started. I started narrating when my friend and roommate had told me that I should start narrating audiobooks because audiobooks went from 1% sales on Amazon to 3% sales in, I believe, 2013 to 2014. Don't quote me on that. But it showed me that there was definitely a market growing in the audiobook world. I had all the audio equipment that I needed to get going and record my voice, edit the audio, and process it to the quality needed to be approved, as well as an audio engineering degree. So I figured why not give it a go and see what I can make of it. My friend showed me the ACX site so that I could start auditioning for plenty of audiobooks. There were mystery, thriller books, romance, science fiction, etc. At first it was very overwhelming, and I don't think it stopped being overwhelming, truthfully, until a couple of books I recorded. I narrated a couple of quick, easy books, 10 minutes to 40 minutes, and then I auditioned for Dance with Destiny by Sloan Johnson, aka Quinn Ward. The audition went smooth, and Sloan really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the story and the characters themselves. It really helped me see into the love that two people can share, and how some people who you think would love you through anything give up on you. It also has some pretty deep and jarring moments. The characters are put through a hell of a lot. Two strangers, one car, and the surprise of a lifetime. Dominic can't wait to be the best man at his best friend's wedding. So what if the flights are canceled and he picks up a stranger headed to the same city? Tony's family will never forgive him if he misses his sister's wedding. When an unexpected storm grounds everything to a halt, he's forced to share a ride with the hottest man alive. Sharing a car on the final leg of their trip should have been an uneventful experience. Yet, they can't keep their hands off each other. When they turn up at the same wedding, they're in for a lifetime of shock. Secrets are at risk of coming out, and insecurities are about to resurface. Is this just a one-time thing? Or are they willing to dance with their destiny? Dance with Destiny is a standalone gay romance featuring a firefighter, an outdoorsman, and one carelessly thrown bridal bouquet. It was previously released under the pen name Sloan Johnson. The book was very challenging since it was my first book that was over 40 minutes length. Learning how to create characters' voices and recording in that environment, in which was a 2-bedroom apartment, a closet where I had a makeshift booth with lots of padded blankets and foam, even on the floor of the booth to get rid of as much exterior noise as possible, while making it a nice non-reverberating room. There were also people below us, and their air conditioning was very loud. There was a busy street outside the window of my bedroom, semi-trucks, motorcycles. The norm, as I am sure a lot of narrators that are listening are saying, so what? We deal with that too. Most of the time I recorded at midnight to 4 a.m. Again, another thing I know a lot of narrators do, especially starting out. And being as it was a new world to me, it could get very frustrating. Both my roommate and my girlfriend would be asleep at the time, and I did not want to wake them, especially feeling a little shy and embarrassed, projecting my voice in a closet, reading romance and erotica. I can hear me now with a muffled tone coming from inside my closet, moaning and screaming and saying, "Fuck!" or "Yes, right there." As you could imagine, if you are not a narrator, it can be a little uncomfortable, especially when you are not making any money off of it. When I started recording Dance with Destiny, I had most audio issues worked out, or so I thought, and had many nights where I got more and more frustrated with myself figuring out the right way to do things. Equipment glitches and straight up not working with countless hours of troubleshooting, getting as much of the low rumble out of the recordings when a semi-truck drove by or a train that rolled past only a quarter mile away. One of the biggest things I remember was recording in the earlier days, and on Dance with Destiny, was that I even forgot to hit record during a long chapter or two, and not notice until after I was done narrating 2 20-minute chapters. I was doing finger snaps when I recorded whenever there was a mistake and a retake, instead of doing punch and roll, which is, I believe, the better way. If not better, then at least it seems to be the most efficient way, so you are not slaving away for hours with editing the audio that you could have simply punched in. Punch and roll, if you are unfamiliar with the term, is simply listening back to the audio you just recorded, and then whenever you want, you hit record while it's still playing back, and it will punch in and start recording you on the spot. So if you say, "Hello, how are you?" and you speak perfect on hello, but screw up on how are you, then you play back hello and hit record, and seamlessly you will be able to record how are you, making it sound to the audience that you just recorded it all in one take. On the technical side, I will say the end of the project gave me a lot of troubles. I had problems figuring out how to get it to pass ACX standards until I dove in and learned exactly what those standards were. RMS levels, head and tail lengths of room tone on each file, and then finally uploading to ACX website. But once I learned how to do that, I was able to continue those processes through each new project and start to improve as well. So that's what it was like starting out as a narrator and working on my first book, Dance with Destiny. Please check it out and leave positive reviews. Remember, that was my first book back in 2015. I have improved a lot, and I continue to improve. The next podcast here, I will be discussing Teach Me, the second book I recorded, hopefully going more in depth each podcast.